Hello guys, how are we doing? So quickly, I want to show you a powerful indicator specially designed for VIX 25. If you know, you realize that the way synthetic indices moves is different from each other. You're right, the market cycle is different from each other. So this indicator is highly accurate, right? And I'm going to be showing you the performance of this indicator. So I'm not going to be saying much. So I'm just going to be showing you, what this indicator has done in the past. Now, the reason why I will show you is that show you what he has done in the past. That's like back testing, is so that you can see the accuracy. And then secondly, I do not, I'm not a fan of just coming and showing you one place where an indicator work perfectly. Do you get? What about other places? What about 1 year or 3 years or 6 months or even 2 years, back in the past, right? That is how you can actually know the strength and the capacity of an indicator because the indicator has worked in all market conditions, both in bullish and in bearish condition and in ranging condition. So for viewers or for traders, it is important that we are able to see the capacity of those or of that indicator in those conditions of the market structure of the market movement. All right. So like I said, I'm not going to be saying much. I'm just going to be showing you. So I hope you can see the arrow here is showing you for a buy, right? And as you can see, this guy moves nicely. If you use a very nice lot size, you know, I'm sure that you will agree with me that you will have something great from the market. You can see how this moves. By the way, this is on 1 hour time frame, not on 1 minute. This is on 1 hour time frame. So I know that you will have an idea of how much you will make if you take this signal. All right. So like I said, I'll be showing you the result of this indicator in the past. By the way, this is 2024. This is May, right? Yeah, this is May. So let's go on. Let's go on. All right, I might have to minimize this so that this video will not be long. Yeah, this is another signal here, as you can see here. All right, now all you have to do is when this arrow pops up, you go in for an entry. You don't need to analyze the market, check your candlestick, check for support and resistance, check if the market is in downtrend or up. You don't need that. All right, the indicator works in circle of the market because, like I said, it knows the movement of VIX 25 and then it shows you the best point to enter, right? The most accurate point to enter. All right, now this indicator can send you notification to while you are on chart like this. You can get notification when the arrow pops up. Maybe let's say you are on crash 1000 for an example, right? And then it pops up. If it pops up, right, you will get notification on crash 1000 with the name VIX 25. So all you have to do is just to go to your VIX 25 chart, right, and then you take your entry. Do you get? Not only that, it can also send notification to your mobile phone. Let's say you are not on chat at all. Probably you are maybe driving or at work or something, right? When the arrow pops up, you get notification. You understand? The indicator also has the power or the capacity to send notification to your email. Maybe you are quite active, with email, right? And you don't want to miss any signal. You can get notification also, all right, on your email. So by all chance, you are not missing any entry or any signal. So you can see, guys. So so let me just quickly say at this point that this is not a scalping indicator, right? It is a swing indicator. That means when you enter, so the vertical lines you can see here are days separating from each other. So where the arrow is a day. This is a whole day. The one before it is a whole day. The one before it is a whole day. So let's assume that you enter where the arrow is, which is this day. So let's count now. From this day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that means you are holding this trade for how many days? For 10 days, right? For 10 days. Do you get? So it is not a scalping trade whereby you enter the market and then after 1 minute or 2 minutes you are out of the market. And I tell you the truth, which I know that you also know, that by the time you enter this kind of entry here and then after 10 days you are coming out of the market, you know how much you would have made, right? So that's not all, of course. Let's still go to see how powerful this is, right? There is an entry here as well. And then what happens when you have this entry, right? Is to what? Is to go in for a buy because the indicator is showing you here that what? That you should buy. All right. So when it shows you buy, what you should do is buy, not sell. Now, the question you might want to ask me is, where do I TP, right? So there is no an exact point or exact strategy where you can TP, all right? So your TP will be based on your discretion or how much you want to make in the market. Do you get? When you are satisfied, you understand? So this entry here, you go in. When you go in, it came back to your entry and then it forms a support here, right? And then it pushes to the upside. Let's see how many days. This is, man, this is quite some time. This is quite some time, maybe a whole month for this. I don't want to count because of the time for this video, right? So now let's go in. So we have another entry here, right? As you can see, we have another end. Now the beautiful thing about this is you might be saying that, oh, it will take a long time for me to get a signal. No, it doesn't take a long time because when you are in a trade, you are in that trade for a long time. So let's say that you come out of this, let's say you come out of this trade maybe after 20 days, right? So maybe 3 days or 4 days after, you get the signal. You understand? And then when you enter this signal and then you come out after 10 days, like then that we calculate, then after few few days or 1 week, you get another signal for an entry, right? So that is how this actually works, right? So let's go to um our previous, yes, this is where we have, right, where I was talking about TP. So you can decide, how long you want to hold the trade. But as you can see, when it shows buy, it trends to the upside. When it shows sell, it trends to the upside. Probably um you can be doing 1 to 3 or 1 to 5 risk to reward ratio, or you can just have a small position that you can hold for a very long period of time. What happens here right now, I want you to note that this is on a 1 hour. So even this small movement, let's consider this small movement, although it's not a small movement. All right, if we switch to, let's say, 30 minutes or 15 minutes, is going to be very long. All right. So, you enter at a strategic point here, right? And when you enter, price move up a bit, and then from there it started coming down. So just imagine that you use maybe 5 lot here, or 1 lot size, or 3 lot size, and then you just TP here. Let's say you even TP here, or you TP here, or anywhere in the chart, right? You would have made so much. All right. So all you have to do here is just to get one signal. All right, one accurate signal can make your week. Do you understand that? So you don't have to be looking for, oh, I have to be trading every day. No, you don't have to trade every day. One trade or one signal that this indicator gives you can make your whole month. So let's say you're able to capture two, you understand, in a month. Do you get? And as you can see, when it gives an entry, this is an entry for a buy. Even though it came down a bit, it still pushes to the upside. So that means that your stop loss, right? So your stop loss, let me just tell you where your stop loss should be. Your stop loss should be at the recent low or the recent high of the signal. So this is the recent low. So this is where your stop loss should be. So you cannot be taking that from this trade. And then you cannot be greedy also. Maybe you have $20 and then you want to risk the whole $20 in one trade. All right. So this is where your stop loss should be at this point here. Let me pick this guy. At this point here is where your stop loss should be. And then you go in for a buy as the indicator has shown. Please do not try to sell when the indicator is telling you to buy. All right. Here, the same thing. Your stop loss should be here. All right. Your stop loss should be here, as you can see. right? That's where your stop loss should be. And then what happens? It drops to the downside, right? It drops to the downside, right? So from here already there is a sell. Now remember, this is 1 hour, like I said. So from this point already, if we switch to 15 minutes or 5 minutes, you know that is a long distance, right? So good. Like I said, I'm just showing you, right? I'm just showing you, the indicator, the power of this guy, so that you can know and see how it works. Look at this. This is for a buy. You can see, let me enlarge, zoom in, right? So that we can see it. You can see you enter for a buy here. Where's your stop loss? Your stop loss is here, recent low. That's your stop loss. You can see that from the beginning, we've not hit any stop loss, right? And this is 2023 already. That's 1 year of not hitting any form of stop loss. Yes, right? I didn't say that. All right, I showed you. You actually saw it, right? And then what happens here? This guy pushes to the upside. You can see. Let's zoom in. You can see how long it goes, right? You can see. You can see how long this guy moves, right? So, um, I don't want this video to be too long. Let me just show you the last one here, right? Remember, where is your stop loss? Your stop loss is here. This is where your stop loss is, right? That is where your stop loss is. Do you get that? So let's enlarge this guy. So our stop loss is not hit, right? Yes, because your stop loss should be a little bit above the high. Remember that your stop loss is should be at the recent low or high, depending on the signal that the market is giving. If it is a sell, it's going to be high, so it should be here. So your stop loss was not hit at any point in time. Did you get that? Even before it came to this region, what happens? You have been in profit already. So you might have decided to close some of your profits before this retracement and then had more entry here. And then what happens? Look at it, guys. Look at how this market tanked to the downside, right? So this is the power of this indicator. This is what the indicator can do. It's like cracking the code, right? It's like saying we've been able to crack the code of VIX 25, and Derived will not be happy about it. Do you get that? Look at this one also. It dropped to the downside, right? Now, this point here might have been an area of loss, right? But let me quickly explain something to you here. This is where our stop loss supposed to be, right? This is where our stop loss supposed to be, right? So that means we were in profit and then the market took us out. Now, if you notice, you remember that anytime market comes close to our stop loss, it always go down. That's another strategy for you. However, anytime you see that you have two recent high, when you have a signal, right, from the indicator, your target, right, your stop loss should be the upper one. Do you get? Not the recent one. In the previous examples, we've been having just one recent high or low, right? But for this one, we have two. So in that case, your SL should be on the previous one, not on the recent one. Do you get that? And then what happens? Price move to this side, and like I said, is another entry point for you, right? It's another entry point for you. So when you enter this kind of trade and then you start to be in profit, you can close some of your profit, knowing fully well that because you have two recent high, price is going to come back to that zone, and then from that zone you enter again, so that you can have a sniper entry. Do you get? And because you know that anytime that happens is going to trend for a long period of time, you'll be in huge profit. These are many days. Let's count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So if you TP here, that's 23. And you can even still continue. Can you see that? You can still continue. So that means you are holding just one trade for over a month. So imagine you risk $50 here. Just imagine how much that will be for you. Do you see that? So that's why I said that one signal from this indicator can make your whole month, right? And statistics actually shows that these successful traders, right, make less trades. They don't trade every day. right? They make less trade, guys. So that is what I have for you, right? If you're interested, you can reach out to me on the Telegram page. All right, the description will be in this video, and then you can have access to it, right? So thank you.